So, if you chose the Christmas tree or pile one, this is your reading for a gift that is awaiting you before 2024 ends. Okay, so you've got 5 cards. We've got the Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So starting off with your card, the Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups, what I'm saying is you moving away from something. You're moving away to a better place. You're sad about it, but you know that there's happiness on the other end. Perhaps it could be a situation, it could be a person that you had to move away from. Whatever you had to leave away and go forward or move on, it was for the best. This person or this situation was keeping you stuck, was keeping your horizons very much limited. They were somehow limiting your vision. They were not allowing you to see the bigger picture. They were somehow making you feel restricted, putting you in a situation where you could not grow. And it seems that before 2024 ends, you're finally realizing that this person had served their purpose and is now no longer in the same vibration as you. They are no longer aligned with what you're meant for. And since they have their own path to follow, and since that situation has its own outcome, you are no longer required to be in the situation where your own growth is restricted. Since we have the Queen of Pentacles and Three of Wands, I'm also seeing that some type of plans, some type of goals that you had hoped for or you had targeted are coming into fruition. Perhaps you're finally seeing results of something that you've waited for a long time. Perhaps you're getting that gift that you have been asking for months. Perhaps there are some plans with friends and close friends that you had been putting off for so long because of some kind of schedule differences. You're finally being able to meet them. You're finally able to do the things that you had put off for so long. And perhaps this person or this situation might have played a role in you getting stuck there, you not being able to make time for these people. But basically, the goals that you have targeted, the goals that you have made for this year or for the winter, these are coming into fruition. These are coming into the baby steps moments, They're finally starting. So another thing I'm saying is perhaps you'll be surprised by some kind of impromptu vacation or some kind of travel. It could be anywhere near home, it could be somewhere far away, but I'm mostly sensing it's going to be some kind of river, some kind of water bodies. It could be a waterfall. But basically, it's somewhere where you're able to enjoy the calm sounds of the water running through. So what I'm also getting is, because you have got these cards, the overall gift for you before this 2024 ends is you standing up for yourself. For you to finally put your own needs first and to not stoop or not bend over for someone else. Even though you love them, even though they mean the world to you. First of all, you should care about yourself. If you yourself are not happy, making others happy should not be the goal. Okay, so I'm going to pull some charms and see what they have to say. Okay, so I think that's enough. So we've got the lucky clover, We've got the crown that says princess. We've got a dress, a dinosaur, a spoon, and the butterfly. So starting off with the crown represents someone having authority, someone having control of themselves, someone who is well known, someone who is the leader of something, right? Then we have the dress. The dress for me represents expressing yourself, how you show your personality, how you show your interest to others, how you show a part of you. We also have a spoon, which for me is taking something, using it for your own benefit, using it for your own good. We also have the clover and the butterfly, which to me together signifies some kind of transformation, some kind of new beginning, right? And the clover specifically talks about being lucky, having luck on your side. And with the dinosaur that you have, which for me represents strength, something that is to be awed at, something that is very beautiful, very exotic, right? So I would say the reading here is that you're a person, you're a one of a kind person, someone who is very strong, someone who has the skills to become a leader, someone who is able to control their own emotions. You've just started this phase now, so it might feel a bit unfamiliar, it might be a bit difficult for you to make peace with it, but this is your true purpose. This is where your soul is happy at. And perhaps you had been feeling a bit low, thinking that nothing ever goes nothing ever goes your way. This is here to say that before everything starts working for your favor, you have to be determined. You have to have this feeling that you're worthy of it. So basically what I mean to say is until and unless you believe that, until and unless you know that you're someone who's capable, someone who is worthy of receiving, even though the universe supplies you with the biggest riches that you have ever seen, you will see them as goals. You won't see them as the gems that they are. So before you go into the world and figure out your riches and whatnots, you first have to know about yourself. You first have to stand up for yourself so that you recognize what's good and what's not. Putting these charms aside, I'll be picking a card as an advice or as an ending message. Okay. So the first card is I'm always at the right place at the right time. And the next one is the past is a place of reference, not residence. Worry will not change or predict our past and the future. Thus, my time and energy are best invested in the present moment. So this is the end of your reading. I hope you liked it. If you would like to see more readings in the future, please do like and subscribe. Bye! So if you chose a stack of gifts, this is your reading. A gift that is meant for you before 2024 ends. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Cups, We've got the Seven of Swords, the Four of Cups, and then the Ten of Wands. Okay. So the gift you're receiving before 2024 ends is options. Many different opportunities, many different options for you to choose from. Perhaps it could be relating to some kind of responsibility that you had taken or you were supposed to take, and maybe those responsibilities have piled up over time. Seems like you're finally getting some kind of help or you're asking for help for others so that this burden less is not as heavy on you. So with the Nine of Cups, I can also see that for some of you there might be someone coming in with romantic intentions. So they're coming slowly, but perhaps by the end of 2024, they might have sent you some texts. Maybe you have met them already, maybe you will meet them soon. Although the romance is like still far away, maybe not, well, at least after a few months only, but the person who is meant to be is coming into your life for some of you. With the Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups, I see that someone is vying your attention. Someone is wondering, how do you keep on getting all these opportunities, all these great deals, right? How do you keep getting the attention? How do you keep being the best? And perhaps because of this, they have a sense of admiration plus envy towards you. And it's perhaps okay, so it seems like the gift here is there is a specific person who envies your strength, who envies your way of living your life. Perhaps they see you as someone who is very carefree, someone who doesn't take a lot of responsibilities, right? But that is only in their eyes. So what I'm saying is they see you as the Four of Cups, someone who keeps getting offered new things, who keeps getting offered new opportunities, but they don't see the Ten of Wands, the person who is carrying all these sticks, who's carrying all these burdens. They only see that people are approaching you with great opportunities. That's all they see. And perhaps because they themselves are carrying a lot of swords, right? A lot of swords themselves, they fail to recognize that you and them are different people. You and them have different purpose. You and them have their own strengths, have their own weaknesses. You are carrying the wands. You are carrying 10 wands. You are carrying a huge burden, right? But these are the ones that you have been carefully protecting them in this case. While in the Four of Cups, I see that people are coming with opportunities, but you're kind of reluctant to take it. You're not really happy about it. You do appreciate the gesture, but you would rather go with the wands rather than the cups. But this person, the Seven of Swords, they have swords. They're carrying 5 swords, and 2 swords are there just laying around. So I would say that here, this person does not realize that what you are getting and what you are holding are different things, and what they're holding is completely different. They fail to see that you two are different people who have different capabilities, who have their own strengths and weaknesses. And it also seems that this person has had been causing you a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. Perhaps this person was a close friend who slowly drifted away from you, and you have been wanting to cut ties with them, you've been wanting to ignore them, but because of this emotion that you feel towards them, it had been a bit hard. It was hard But now it seems like they themselves are doing the favor for you. They themselves are cutting you off, and they are thinking that they are doing something great. They're thinking that they are doing something good. But the reality is that the only one it's benefiting is you. They will get the benefits later on, but whatever they're doing right now to you or to themselves is not the best course of action, I would say. Okay, so basically, what I'm getting is this before this year ends, the gift you're getting is someone going out of your life and someone coming into your life. Someone new, someone very romantic, someone very emotionally supportive, and someone else is getting out of your life to make space for this person. So, putting these away, let's look at our charms. Well, not look at it. We are going to pull out some charms. Okay, that's a lot of charms. So we've got the cat, the gown, the monkey, the bee, the deathly hallows symbol, a gift, the lucky clover, the butterfly, the princess crown, a wheel, and the lotus. So there was the spoon as well. So looking at these charms and the combination, I would say that the gift you're receiving here is moving ahead in life, moving forward with a clear energy, with a clear magnetic energy. You are tossing out the trash and making space for the new, right? So with the wheel, you are taking charge of your own life. You're maneuvering your own path. You're maneuvering your own direction. With the cat, I'm seeing you becoming more independent, being more territorial, setting boundaries. With the monkey, I see you being more playful with the people that matter. Not with some random strangers, but with those whom you know that you have to make a memory with those whom you learn lessons from. With the princess crown, I see you lifting up your head. Perhaps you're the type of person who is always looking down, trying to be hidden, trying to not be in the spotlight. With this crown, I see you being in the spotlight and you actually feeling comfortable in it. I wouldn't say you like it or not, or you crave for it, but you have become comfortable with the spotlight. With the lotus, I see peace coming into your life. With the spoon, I'm seeing more give and take. With the dress, I see you expressing yourself more vividly, more boldly. With the lucky clover, I see that you are going to be attracting luck. With the gift charm, they might be a little surprise from the universe that we don't know yet. With the butterfly and the bee, it talks about resilience and transformation, how you have gone through so many things in the last few months, in the last few years, and yet you have overcome it all and you have come out even stronger than before. And the Deathly Hallows. The Deathly Hallows to me represents some kind of magic, a magic into your life where you're protected, where you are sheltered, where you are happy, but nonetheless something magical. So before we end your reading, I would like to pull out a card or two as an advice. Okay. Okay. So the first card you've got is I am connected with the highest, clearest vibrations of love in the universe. And the next, oh, you've got three, okay. The next is I am allowed to have negative feelings. I simply observe them and let them pass. And then I breathe in magic. I sit in love and I exhale miracles. As I said, the Deathly Hallows, right? So this was your reading for today. If you like my readings and would like to see more, please do like and subscribe. Bye! If you chose the Christmas read, this is your reading. So today's topic is the gifts that are awaiting you before 2024 ends. I'll be picking out a few cards, a few charms, and then an ending advice message for you. Okay. So starting the reading, we have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Death, and the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of swords and a death card, right? So it seems like the gift that you're receiving before 2024 ends. So looking at your cards, I see that the gift that you're going to receive before 2024 ends is having a clarity of the mind. Perhaps you were in deep thoughts, deep worry, deep anxiety about something, perhaps related to some kind of loss, some kind of struggle, some kind of dispute, right? And you were worrying whether this would pass through successfully or not, whether you would successfully come out of this phase or not. And it seems that before 2024 ends, you'll finally be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're finally realizing that you're looking at the wrong direction the whole time. You should have been looking somewhere else instead of the place that you've been looking. I also see that there's going to be some kind of transformation where you go through an existential crisis. Well, that's a gift from the universe. It's not exactly a gift. It's more like you've gone through a lot. You realize this. You realize that what you're doing was not appropriate, was not good, and you mended your ways. And you're looking at another perspective. You're looking at the brighter side of life. And this is why you are going to go through a change, going to go through a transformation. And it's a mental transformation. It's not like a physical glow up. It's not like a physical thing. It's not emotional either. It's mentally. Perhaps you had the mindset of nothing ever comes to me easily. But now, after this ordeal, you're going to have the mindset of it's alright. Even if nothing comes to me, I'll make them come to me. You know, a difference in mindset. This is a transformation regarding your mental skills, your mental behavior, mental habits, mental personality. This is what's going to help you in 2025. Perhaps there's some kind of decision making that you had been putting off for so long. You finally be making that decision, or you finally know how to make that decision. So there's that. I also see you proving your point, either in a court, either in a dispute, either in a scenario where there were claims of right and wrong. You'll be able to prove your point, and you'll be able to prove your innocence or prove that you're right. Okay, so let's move on with the charms. We've got a Deathly Hallow, we've got a cat, we've got the Lucky Clover. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, we've got the Deathly Hallows, we've got the cat, we've got the Princess Crown, we've got a dog, and we've got the Lucky Clover. So, starting off with the Deathly Hallows, I see that this is a miracle for you because perhaps you always thought of yourself as a pushover, someone who couldn't say no, someone who couldn't stand up. But now you're seeing yourself as this superior being. I wouldn't say superior in the sense that you are the Almighty, but in the sense that you were better than what you have always thought of yourself. You always thought that you're some kind of pushover, you're some kind of loser in a sense. But after this ordeal, you finally realize that you just had different talents. You just needed to speak up more. You just needed to put yourself out there. You just needed to be more firm in your stance and not be afraid of what others are going to say. So we also got the cat, the lucky clover, the crown, and the dog, right? So regarding the dog, you're someone who is very loyal, who wants to be well liked, who wants to be loved, who wants to be cared for. But in certain situations, people are not that friendly, are not that kind, and that breaks your heart. So it seems that even though you have learned to stand up for yourself, you haven't lost that touch of humanity within you, which is a good thing. Also with the crown here, I see you stepping up into more authority kind of role. You're leading things, you're leading your own life, or you're leading a group of people. Whatever it is, perhaps you're scared of making decisions, you are going to make them. You are going to be lucky. That's something you need to remember. You are lucky, you just don't see it. You have to see it from another perspective. You have to see things differently. Just because something happens for the other person doesn't mean that they have to happen exactly the same to you, right? So, with these cards and the charms, there's definitely some kind of change. There's definitely you going from a very timid person to someone who is able to confidently speak out loud, say their opinions, talk to people, right? And also the worry that you have thinking people won't like you, people won't care for you. You need to leave those thoughts out. When you find the right people, you will know them. You don't have to compete for their attention. You don't have to do things to gain their attention. You don't have to do things to earn their respect. They will love and respect you for the way you are, right? So, moving along, I'll be picking a few cards as an ending message for you. Okay. Okay. So, the messages that you have is slow down and find the peace that lies in the moment. Do less. And God, universe, infinite energy is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly, under grace, and in perfect ways. So this is your reading for today. If you like my readings and would like to see more, please do like and subscribe. This is all for today. Bye!